Hello and welcome back to my channel. You're watching Des is Here, and for today's video it's just going to be a quick sketch on how I do OCs, which is original characters designs. And for this one it's going to be a short full-figured woman with a little bit of flab hanging out, and then from there I'm going to do different layers on how I draw both the body and then the clothes on top, leading up to the face and the hair, down to the feet, hands, and arms. If you guys like what you see here, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe down below. Click the notifications button anytime my videos update. And if you also feel like, go ahead and support me on Patreon, link down in the description below. And go ahead and follow some other artists that I know that would very much appreciate your love and support. Those links are also down in the description below. Alright, for this I'm going to show you guys just on a structure and layered basis on how I draw the girl's body, and also how I started from the head down to the shoulders, elbows, knees, and toes, all the way to the torso and then the thighs. For this one, her position, she's going to be facing forward, and then through each layer I'm just going to show you how I draw each and every different part of the body that's going to ultimately lead up to her and what she's doing. For this character design, I decided to go for like a school teacher look, and for her hairstyle I was just experimenting and showing all the different types of mistakes that I made, especially since I went from curly to just full head of hair, and then eventually I just decided to settle on straight, just so you guys can get an overall feel of like, okay, this is a different way that this character can look. Whenever you're drawing your designs, it's okay to mess up, it's okay to make mistakes, it's okay to go back and erase, just so you can get an overall feel of what you want your character to look like. Remember, drawing is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a way for you to de-stress and relax, and through each and every one of the characters that you ultimately decide to draw, you can also give a background story or just give an overall feel of like how you want this character to not just look, but also the mood and vibe that they give off. It's also very important, especially, well, I mentioned this in all of my videos, it's okay to look at references. References ultimately is the key, especially if you want to get good practice on how you want to structure and layer off each and every different part of your character and how you want your character to look overall. I know that when I started drawing this character, literally she just came off of the top of my head, and I was just trying to give an overall like way and position, especially since this video is on a time lapse, so it's really just sped up just for you guys to see the process and step by step. If you guys want to like pause and go back, that's okay too, just go at your own pace. It's really just a chill way of just a sped up way on how I draw some of my characters. It's also not the only way, it's just a different way that I use, just so you guys can see. I'm like, okay, I'm drawing her body first, so if it looks like she's naked, I'm not drawing like any of the, you know, the outside, I mean the inner layers, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm just drawing the body structure, and then I'm gonna draw the clothes on top, just so you guys can see. I'm like, okay, this is what you can do. What lots of artists do, they just draw everything all together, which is, a good way to do it as well. I feel like for many people it's just easier, but for me, because of the position that I have her in, especially if you're drawing like action poses or like poses which your characters are very flexible and they're just going everywhere, you also have to think about how are the clothes gonna match that pose and that style. For this one, I'm just gonna have her clothes a little bit baggy, just so you can see, okay, she has the extra room. But I know if you're drawing for like action poses or just for them jumping or doing simple movements like that, it's more complex, because you also have to mind yourself, well, the clothes do have to look a certain way, especially since you're drawing them onto your character, and the character has to like also match with the clothing style as well, just so you know everything makes sense. So for the, if you guys are wondering, I put it down in like a little comment in the video. For the hands, I'm just gonna have it like as a filler. I'm gonna change the hand sign. I don't know, I was just playing around and I was just trying to have fun with this one. I was like, okay, maybe she can do like, you know, the rock sign, you know, but I'll just change it to her waving later in the video. And then for the feet, in case if you guys didn't catch that, you guys can just go back. I basically just drew basic shapes for that, triangle and circles, and then rectangles. And then for the toes, little ovals, sorry. Oh wow, I can't talk. Oh, you know, you guys know what an oval is. Yeah, just little ovals to signify the toes and how she's facing forward. For the face, I'm gonna have her nose a little bit pointy at the top and the bottom, and then the eyes, they're going to be more rectangular shaped, just so you guys can see her facial features. And then for the lips, as always, I'm just gonna make them plump. I always liked plump lips. I felt like they had like a good mood and like personality, especially like since you have full lips in lots of my characters. I know that for one character I found a way how to draw flat lips onto it, and I was also very satisfied with that as well, because I was thinking, oh, okay, this can work because it matches the overall tone and the mood for how I want this character to be positioned and just look like. For the pants, I'm going to draw folds of clothing, just so you guys can get a feel like, yeah, she's wearing more baggy and loose fitting clothes, just so she can just have the extra room. And for her height, I would say she's about like 5'5", maybe 5'4". This woman is going to be very short, or oh no, wait, no, actually that's not really that short now that I think about it. That's average. Yeah, she's going to be about average size or average height. And then for her legs, I'm just gonna make them very thick, very full, and just structure it from there. As you can see here, I fixed her shoulders and I added more loose waviness to her clothes, just so she can position her arms well. For her feet, I'm gonna give her flat sandals, just to add on to there. And let me fix this hand real. Oh wait, or let me fix her eyes real quick. I just left her with no face. I apologize for that. And for her eyebrows, I put them extra thick, just so you can see more of her facial features of what you're going, or sorry, for what she's going to look like overall. And then let me adjust the camera just a little bit. There you go. Now I'm going to add on some shadows onto her face, put in her lips. Nice full thick lips. And she's left-handed, so I'm going to have her wave with her left hand. And just add more fullness to her face. There you go. Now, as I zoom in right now, I'm going to draw her wearing glasses. And I'm going to add more structure onto her head that's going to lead to her hair, I made sure I added the hairline onto that, just so it's easier for the styles to, like, different types of styles to come up. For her hairstyle, I'm just gonna have her having medium length straight hair going down, leading down the back, and then let me add the shadows to her hair. And she's going to be dark skinned, and let me just fix the folds of neck. Here you go. Flat shoulders. And fix her chin and bottom lip. Alright, so as you guys see there, this one's just a quick layout. So for her hair, I'm also going to shade in more, and then I'm going to add more melanin onto her skin, and then fix her hands and the rest of her body. And just so you guys can see how exactly I structured her and how exactly I layered more shadows in just different areas of her body. This is a rough sketch, and she has more of a pear-shaped design, so she's very thick in the thigh and the hip ratio, and then on top she's still thick, but she has less compared to the bottom. And then for the fingers, I'm just gonna, just quick paste it because she's just waving. I'll do more details onto hands and feet later, but for this one, I just wanted you guys to get a quick view on how I draw the full length of a full body video and full body original character. Alright, so as I fix the rest of some of the mistakes I made, I'm gonna let this video play out just so you guys can see me going back and erasing, and me just kind of fixing and getting rid of the extra lines, just so it's not too chicken scratch for most people to see the drawing. Again, it's okay to do that stuff. It's okay to go back just to fix how you want the overall feel, because at the end of the day, when you design the character, you're trying to get it the way that you want. And practice makes perfect, and having your design the way that you want it, it's also good as well. As you can see right here, this is basically the end result. I'm just gonna play with it and see what else I can fix just for it to look better, just for you guys can get an overall view. And I'm gonna add more accessories like belt, and then maybe something in her pockets, and then other things as well. Alright, so we're pretty much done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll try to update another one and making it more slower, and then I'll update more videos on other different types of structures of the body. Again, if you like what you see here, go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below, and support me on Patreon if you feel like it. And also go ahead and support other artists that I know as well. They would very much appreciate your support. If you love art, and if you're trying to get into art, take things step by step, just get an overall feel of what you want to do, how you want your designs to look. Maybe if you want to draw your character with an hourglass or a pear shape or just thin line, whatever it is. Once you get started, that's the important part. At least you start it, and then once you put into effect all these types of things that you want to do, I promise, drawing is very relaxing. It's a good hobby to have. Whatever you're trying to get into, just go ahead and start it. What can you lose exactly? Absolutely nothing. So just enjoy yourself. I hope everyone has a very chill and relaxed day. I hope everyone's doing well. God bless everyone. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. And, you know, just go ahead and practice on your own and do all the things that you want to do. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.